My name's Vinny Daly. I'm a bayman on the South Shore of Long Island. I own a small bungalow here on the water, and I keep my boats behind the house with all my equipment. I'm married. My wife's name is Donna. I have a 2.5-year-old blonde-headed, blue-eyed daughter by the name of Melissa, and a newborn son, 12 weeks old, by the name of Matthew. Well, I started on the water when I was about 4 or 5 years old with my grandfather, getting out every day and looking around and playing games, and started digging clams when I was about 10 or 11. And eventually, when I got out of high school, started full-time. My great-grandfather had dug clams, my grandfather, my father. I'm a 4th-generation bayman. What is a bayman? No matter what you're doing, whether it be potting eels, trap fishing, or digging clams, I think the word bayman and independence have to go hand in hand.
All around, the things that you have done to me, the way you keep on haunting me, there's no way to tell.
Basically, the morning starts anywhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, depending on the time of the year. We're on an inland-based situation, protected by the barrier beach known as Fire Island, and it takes me about a 5-minute ride to get to the open bay waters. If it's the fall of the year, I would probably head across to the flat and go through the motions of trying to find enough shellfish to make a good day's work out of it. But there's plenty of days when you don't want to get up and you don't want to go. Seagulls didn't belong on the water on some of the days that have gone out. If it's a cold, brutal northwest wind blowing and you've got to get involved with the boat going through 4 or 5 or 6 inches of ice, or a boat that won't start because it's sub-zero weather, you have to just make up your mind to go and take every day newly.
A little chilly this morning.
Tonguing for clams is a procedure that involves as much mental sternness as it does physical sternness. The actual labor itself looks very difficult, but it's really not. It's a matter of taking a pair of wood handles, generally fir, with metal heads with anywhere between 15 and 20 teeth on each side.
Well, I definitely need gloves today, that's for sure.
And placing these instruments overboard and opening and closing them as to be able to feel what's on the bottom. When you close a pair of tongues, you can pretty well judge whether you have a clam, or you have a clump of grass, or a bottle, or a beer can.
Sewer plant smells good this morning, don't it?
Pretty much this is repetitious for 8 hours a day, but if you're catching a lot of clams, the day goes quickly, and repetition only seems like a new thing every time you put the clam tongues overboard.
me up in Wallwood Avenue, you still paying 12 on them or 9? 8. On chowder or on neck? How come?
It becomes very frustrating at times to stand on the side of that boat and catch 500 little neck clams all day. When now I'm 26 years old and I got a wife and a house and 2 kids and a big mortgage payment like everybody else. But yet when I was 12 years old, I used to catch 5, 6 bushel of the same amount of clams. The bay is everything to me. I find it very hard to get up and go and do anything else in the morning. It's just that I look forward to getting out, whether it be cold or hot or raining or snowing. The water just attracts me, I guess. Just to be out here and digging clams is all I really need. My family's always been supportive because my whole family's been in the industry and they understand a little bit of the problems.
Why not? What's the matter?
My wife has been there with me always. She worked at Friendly's for a number of years to earn an extra buck to keep things going.
Squeeze around over there? You think you can get around over there?
When I was born, my grandparents had not had a son, and being the firstborn grandson, my grandfather took a great deal of pride in teaching me the bay.
He's gonna stop in the middle and somebody's gonna fall over the top of him. He's gonna stop at the clams. Come on. You're gonna have soup first. I'm gonna have another.
I didn't teach him anything.
I didn't teach him anything. I give up long ago.
My father's been in the business about 20 years. He had a garage service station, and he sold it to go into clamming. Great South Bay is important to me for my son more than myself because I'd like him to have the same opportunities that I've had.
Don't worry about it. It's that line. It's far. Can I have soda, please?
So what we're doing today?
A couple weeks ago, they were buying clams for less than what he was paying for in a dock. And now they're willing to pay the price again because the stuff they were buying from Florida don't even last 4 days.
Hopefully the stuff will pick up again. That time you got a decent price for Christmas when you had some conditional area open and you could go in and make a few dollars instead of just getting by all the time.
In the old days, you were lucky if you got $6 a bushel, right, Father?
You're lucky to get $1 a bushel. And for chowder clams, you got 60 cents a bushel. This is going back in the 30s.
34, 35.
And there was lots of clams at the time, but you couldn't sell them. You couldn't really sell them. The war started and the prices went up and up and up. In the 40s, we had a set of seed out here. And clams grew during the wartime. There was clams you wouldn't believe. Then the war ended. Everybody and his brother went out digging clams. In 2 years, the bay was almost empty. And you were down to scrounging around a few bushels a day. But during the wartime, that was the most clams I've ever seen anywhere. And they were everywhere you went. Now it's been overworked. For some reason, the seed hasn't grown in the bay. We don't know why. It could die just like that. If something ruptures in a sewer plant, the bay will be closed, period. For how long, we don't know. It's a possibility it could happen. It has happened in Nassau County. They had an accident, and 3/4 of their area where they took clams is closed and has never been opened again.
Providing weather is fine for the day, I'd usually stay till 3:30 in the afternoon and put the equipment up for the night and start to pick up the catch and sort through it. Bag it up and probably head for the dock to sell my catch sometime about 4:30, 4:45. For the average clam digger, 20 years ago, if a guy was earning $100 a week on land, a bayman may have been earning $150 a week underwater.
Okay, Charlie, thank you very much.
Right now, I would say that the average bayman earns 20% less than the man working on land. It becomes tight. It becomes real tough, especially when there's employment opportunities on shore that offer you more money and benefits, and you know you're going to get up every morning and have a place to go to work. You're not going to have to worry about putting your kids through school when they're 20 years old, and be able to take your wife away once a year on vacation. You keep putting those things aside and saying, it'll get better, maybe one day we'll make a few extra dollars and we'll get ahead.
There's the Florida stuff still coming up? Yeah, it's a pretty good amount of it's still around. Thank you. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Catch you tomorrow. Yes, sir.
I'm not in a situation where I want to leave, so I want to stay and make the best of things as they are.
The water's rising high. I can't hold out long this way. If I could stem the tide, perhaps I'd find a way. And now I'll swim ashore, and I know I'll make it, but I'm up to my neck in high troubled water. I see a distant stir, and I hear a reckless sound, and something seems to say that I'm bound for higher ground. And now I swim ashore, and I know I'll make it, but I'm up to my neck in high trouble.